one thing I can say, brother. The only thing that you have to do, the only thing, brother. They don't ask you to win. They don't ask you to do this or that. The only thing that you have to do is show up, do your obligation, do your media day, and make the weight. And show up on the fight day. What's up, mother... YouTube is demonetizing me, my brother. YouTube is trying to take me down. YouTube is trying to take out my monetization. So, I'm gonna try to stop the curses, my brother. But, this motherfucker, let's go. Please, brother. I want to tell you something, my brother. This is the fastest growing MMA channel on the whole YouTube, on the whole world, brother. We just got monetized today. Now, the hours are okay. We're just waiting for them to check us out, you know, to give the pass so you can get money. We have to wait maybe several weeks, maybe several days, maybe one day, who knows. But until then, I'm gonna keep working because Moicano wants money and you know it. And if you want to be part of the greatest and fastest growing channel on the whole world, MMA wise, please help us to grow. Like button, algorithm, and share on our social media, brother. Social media is very important. Share on the social media, like button, and let's go to the video. Today, we're going to talk about tomorrow's UFC, Emmett versus Topuria. You guys know my predictions. You guys know a lot of stuff that I say on this week. But what you guys don't know, I don't know too. So today, I'm going to talk about Tatsuro Taira. I don't know about this guy, but everybody's saying, yeah, you have to watch him. So I will try to look it up something on the internet. And especially because his opponent, Cleidson Rodrigues, a Brazilian motherfucker, just missed the weight. And I'm gonna talk about that because one thing in the UFC you cannot do is miss the weight. So here we have Tatsuro Taira, 13-0. Undefeated. Everybody's saying this guy is going to be the next champion. 23 years old, motherfucker, young as 170 for a 25. That's tall, very good reach. 3 KO, 7 submissions, and 3 decisions. So the guy is a finisher, right? Let's see his opponents. Jesus Aguilar in UFC, CJ Vergara in UFC, Carlos Candelario in UFC. How does I don't know that guy, brother? Let me tell you something. I have not been following this mother, and he had 3 fights in UFC. Let's see the records. And a lot of wins on the amateur, but let's see as professional. So for debut 0-1 for his opponent, 3-0, 8-6-6, 3. That's pretty solid record. His 60th fight was against a very bad guy, but other than that, he has been fighting good guys. Okay, so I want to watch this motherfucker. So looks like a pretty solid record, looks a good guy, and he's fighting this motherfucker here, Cleidson Rodrigues. And let's see, 27 years old, 129, the last weight in, so the guy missed the weight for 3 pounds. And let me tell you something, my brother. In the UFC, the only thing that UFC hates is when you miss the weight. I have been in UFC for almost 10 years, and I never missed the weight for a fight that I fought. You know, the only time that I missed weight was for a fight that I was the replacement of Ortega and Holloway. And I knew I wouldn't fight, brother. It was the fight for the title. I was pretty sure that the fight that I was not really sure that I would fight, you know, was in Canada. So was the first time in Canada and first time like on the snow, and to be honest with you, I knew, let's be honest, I knew I wouldn't fight, so I was not really on the diet, you know, and I missed for less than a pound, half a pound, but that was bad, you know. But imagine miss the weight for a fight. So many of you guys probably don't know about that, but when you don't make weight in UFC, you get a fine, brother. And guess what? Fighters are fighting for money. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, you have to pay 20%, sometimes even more, to your opponent, like 20-30% of your purse to your opponent because you didn't show up on the weight, you know. And let me explain how that works. When you wake up on the weighting days, they check your weight 7 o'clock, and let's say the weighting is like 10 or 9 or whatever. So they check your weight, and if your weight is okay, they check you and they say, okay, you just have to wait. And you go to the weigh-ins, you do the weigh-in, and you're done, okay? And after that, you have ceremonial weighing. But if you didn't make the weight, let's say you go to the scale 10, and the weigh-in is until 12, so you didn't make the weight, you have until 12 to make the weight. If you don't make the weight until 12, you miss the weight and you got a fine, and it's very bad business for everybody, for the company, for the UFC, for yourself. You put yourself in a very dangerous place, my friend. Because guess what? Everybody wants to fight in UFC and everybody make the weight. If you don't make the weight, that's trouble, my friend. That's trouble. Okay? So let's move on. Tomorrow, I want to see this Tatsuro Taira, if he's that good, and I guess we're going to find out. Another guy that didn't make weight was Loik Hadzabov, 17-4. His last fight was UFC Steban with UFC 205, Jones vs Gaines against Steban Hribovic. Okay, he's coming off 2 wins, so that's better for him. He's, of course, every time that you lose, you don't make your weight is dangerous, you know, because you never know how UFC going to do. But me as a fighter, one thing I can say, brother, the only thing that you have to do, the only thing, brother, they don't ask you to win, they don't ask you to do this or that. The only thing that you have to do is show up, do your obligation, do your media day, and make the weight, and show up on the fight day. So if you cannot make the weight, move up, brother, move up. I did that. Was getting hard for me to make the weight, so guess what? Move up, go to the other division, brother. Okay? So, that being said, I want to say to you guys that tomorrow and tonight, we're doing fight companions for PFL and for UFC tomorrow. So let's go. Please, brother, help the channel. Comment, algorithm, like, algorithm. Let's go.